If you didn't know, or if you're new to the Valeria Marquez case, Erika has a lawyer. And back, I want to say it was about a week or so after Valeria was unalived, the lawyer for Erika came out and gave a statement. I'm going to translate that statement here. It is kind of long, but I want you to follow along and listen and tell me what you think. She says, "Hello, how are you? Good morning. My name is Jasmine. I am Erika's legal representative, and I'm addressing you through this video clearly, but above all, respectfully, because I'm going to speak about the tragic events that occurred this past May 13th here in Zapopan, Jalisco, where during a live stream, a young influencer violently lost her life. In addition to what happened, which is obviously deeply tragic, I find it extremely unfortunate that the video in which her life was taken continues to be circulated. She was the victim of femicide, and yet that video is still being shared. The exposure on social media, the dissemination of images without consent, and the comments inciting hatred and the digital lynching of Erika constitute forms of violence. These forms of violence should not be normalized, nor should they be tolerated. These actions, which are clearly reprehensible, are also classified as crimes under the penal code here in Jalisco, particularly under the offense of cyber harassment. I want to emphasize the following, okay? A lot of questions are being asked on social media and people want answers. I'm going to answer some of them through this video. In the video, Erika worked for Valeria. She was hired at the salon to provide nail services. Her presence at the scene was exclusively for work-related reasons. After the events occurred, Erika was the last person visible on camera, clearly in a state of shock. She decided to stop the live stream with one intention only: to prevent the final image of her employer, who I repeat was the victim of femicide, from being circulated or going viral. She did not want Valeria to be seen that way. Nevertheless, both her image and Valeria's have been widely circulated. They have been turned into objects of morbid curiosity and speculation. Since that moment, Erika has been the victim of media and online persecution. She has received unfounded accusations and threats, and has clearly been subjected to a trial in the court of public opinion. This threatens her life, her emotional well-being, and her physical safety, and it is essential to emphasize this. Being present when a crime occurs does not make someone guilty. Above all, we need to understand that not everyone reacts the same way to a traumatic situation. Of course, shock can paralyze you. Of course, fear can cause you to freeze. The body will react however it is able to react. That human reaction does not make her responsible. She is another victim of a horrific scene that should have never happened. Above all, no one, not you, not me, can say how we would have reacted in the face of such horror. Because I've seen so many comments saying, no, I would have cried, no, I would have screamed, no, I would have called the police, none of us know. To those who are pointing fingers at her, I ask you to act responsibly to those who have defamed her, remembering that this is digital violence. Clearly, social media is a reflection of who we are as a society. How can we expect to have a less violent society if we ourselves replicate that violence? It is a mirror. I call upon society and the media to use social media with judgment, responsibility, and a sense of ethics. Blaming an innocent woman simply because she was close to the horror is not justice, ladies and gentlemen. That is not justice. Of course, we all want justice for this tragic event and for all the injustices that occur in our society. But what you are doing is called re-victimization. Erika was also a victim of that situation. No one asked her whether she wanted to be in that situation. Please stop re-victimizing her. She's lived through an entirely traumatic situation. Turning her into the target of public hatred now is only intensifying her suffering. Furthermore, we categorically deny the information that has recently been circulating. Yesterday, I read that it was being claimed. How can anyone claim this? That Erika went to the prosecutor's office to assist in creating a composite sketch. That information is clearly false. We ask that you not share or reproduce inaccurate information that clearly serves only to contribute to misinformation and further harm. All of us who are supporting her are fully cooperating with the authorities, and we are taking every necessary measure to safeguard her well-being and safety. As her legal representative, I'm already undertaking the necessary actions, the appropriate legal actions, clearly to protect her rights and to stop the unauthorized dissemination of her image. Combating misinformation is a collective responsibility. That responsibility belongs to you as well. Only through critical thinking, respect, and digital ethics can we build a safer and more humane environment. Truly, who we are on social media reflects who we are as people in this society. I ask, please, for empathy for both Valeria's family and for Erika. I find it deeply unfortunate that Valeria's image continues to be circulated and that it is being used to generate views. It is evident that Erika has been emotionally devastated by what happened and especially by the unjust burden she is now facing. I find it unfortunate that so many people on social media believe themselves to be experts, which they clearly are not. Neither am I. None of us are. They believe themselves to be forensic experts. They believe themselves to be police investigators. They believe themselves to be prosecutors. Please allow the authorities to do their job, and above all, stop creating more violence. Thank you for your attention. I'm certain that this will have some impact, and although all of us are seeking justice, we also have a commitment to the truth. The fact that you watched a video, the fact that you saw an action, the fact that you believe someone should have reacted in a particular way, none of that in and of itself means absolutely anything. Stop blaming, stop re-victimizing. Thank you for your attention and for your commitment to creating a society that is less violent and more just.